The Season 2 update for Battlefield 6 has brought in a broad tuning pass that has made gunplay way more consistent at range. While most weapons are more viable now, there are a few that stand out above the rest. And today, we're going to talk about these weapons and the builds that turn them into top tier monsters that'll have your enemies wondering what hit them. Now let's get into the video. First, I want to talk about a couple weapons that got some great changes in the Season 2 update, starting with the M417. This carbine is a really strong choice in close to mid-range combat since it shares a 192 millisecond time to kill with the NVO up to 10 meters. When compared to other 3 BTK ARs and carbines, the M417 has the third best time to kill up to 10 meters. But the time to kills are close enough amongst all 3 BTK weapons that you can easily outmaneuver and beat other players with these weapons. Stat-wise, it has a fire rate of 654 RPM, which beats the AK-4D and the M240. Its base bullet velocity is respectable, sitting at 600 meters per second, but with the extended barrel, it boosts up to 750 meters per second, which beats the SG-553 and the SCW with the extended barrels equipped. But where it really shines is its recoil control. The Season 2 update tuned recoil behavior on most automatic weapons and improved the M417's recoil randomness so it can remain effective relative to other assault rifles. This made the M417 way easier to control, especially at range. The most optimal build for the M417 includes the long suppressor, the extended barrel, the slim angled grip, the 25 round mag with lightweight ammunition, and your favorite sight. If you're still getting used to the M417, you could also switch the slim angled grip for the 6H64 vertical grip or the full angled grip for extra control. For an early level build, I'd recommend using the flash hider, the extended barrel, and the alloy vertical grip with whatever sight you prefer, and you'll have enough extra points to add a laser or a flashlight until you unlock all the attachments you need. Next is another carbine that got a pretty significant change with the Season 2 update, the M277. When compared to other carbines, it has the lowest time to kill up to 10 meters, but past that, it quickly becomes the fastest killing carbine in the game because it deals 25 damage up to 75 meters and 20 damage between the 75 and 120 meter range. When compared to other popular weapons like the DRS, the Cord, the L85, and the new M121 LMG, it still holds its own at 10 meters, sitting with the third fastest time to kill, but at range, it kills faster than all of these weapons. The M277 has a fire rate of 720 RPM, which beats other popular weapons like the M417 and the L85. If you put the extended barrel on the M277, the bullet velocity hits 780 meters per second, which beats the DRS and the M417. The Season 2 update straight up just reduced the recoil on the M277, which gave it a major boost to its effectiveness at range. Now you can get away with using grips like the ribbed or canted stubby, the ribbed vertical grip, and the slim angled grip with a bit of practice. The M277 also has pretty minimal bullet spread, so you can secure easy kills up to 50 meters. But at that range, I'd still recommend bursting so you can be as accurate as possible. For the max level build, I'd recommend using the long suppressor, the heavy extended barrel, the canted stubby, the 25 round mag with standard ammunition, and whatever sight you're comfortable with. You could also use the long suppressor, the heavy extended barrel, the 6H64 vertical grip, the 20 round fast mag with hollow point ammunition, and whatever sight you prefer. For an early level build, I'd recommend using the flash hider, the extended barrel, the ribbed vertical grip, and a sight you're comfortable with. And finally, we have the M123K. When compared to other LMGs, the M123K has the second fastest time to kill up to 40 meters, only being beaten by the new M121 LMG. But the main selling point of the M123K is its fire rate of 830 RPM, which makes it the fastest firing LMG in the game. It also has the second highest control stat out of all the LMGs, and on top of the recoil tuning pass, the devs reduced the recoil on the M123K to improve its sustained fire control, which makes it insanely easy to control in mid-range gunfights. And since the M123K has a 100 round or 200 round option for the mag, it's easily one of the best options when it comes to laying down heavy fire. For the best mid to long range build, I'd recommend using the long suppressor, the heavy extended barrel, the canted stubby, the base 100 round mag with hollow point ammunition, and whatever sight you like to use. You could also switch out the hollow point ammo for the 6H64 vertical grip and the 20 point laser for some extra control and hip fire accuracy. For an early level build, I'd recommend using the flash hider, the heavy barrel, and the alloy or ribbed vertical grips. This will also leave enough room to add a flashlight, a laser, or the tungsten core ammo as you unlock them, giving you a flexible and powerful build right from the start. Some honorable mentions are the L85, the B36, and the L110. The L85 is simply one of the best mid-range options in the game, and the Season 2 update reduced the recoil randomness on the L85, which made it way more viable than it already was in mid-range combat. But the B36 and the L110 are great options for nearly any range. The B36 and the L110 are actually incredibly similar. Both share the same fire rate of 720 RPM and a base muzzle velocity of 780 meters per second, and their time to kills are the exact same, except for the 10 to 35 meter range, where the L110 has a slower time to kill for some reason. The only real difference between the two would be the handling and their recoil patterns, where the B36 pulls slightly to the right and the L110 goes straight up while firing. If you want to see any builds for these weapons in the future, let me know down in the comments. So there you have it, 3 weapons that the Season 2 update has pushed into the absolute top tier. If this video helped you, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to keep up with the best tips, tricks, and builds in Battlefield 6. The game never stops changing, and I'll be here to keep you ahead of the curve every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.